Author and poet Carl Sandburg was born in a three-room cottage in Galesburg, Illinois. He was raised in a typical late 19th century working-class family. The modest house in which he grew up in is now maintained by the Illinois Historic Preservation Agency and contains many of the furnishings of the Sandburg family. Behind the home stands a wooded park, and there beneath Remembrance Rock lies the ashes of Carl Sandburg, who died in 1967. Carl Sandburg worked odd jobs from time to time as a young boy, but quit school after the 8th grade, spending a decade working more odd jobs, including threshing wheat and even traveling as a hobo. In 1898, the Spanish-American War broke out, and Sandburg volunteered for service and was sent to Puerto Rico at the age of 20. He returned home later that year and entered Lombard College, paying his way as an on-call fireman. While at Lombard College, Sandburg took to writing and published his first book of verse in 1904, but was basically unknown to the literary world until 1914, when a group of his poems appeared nationally circulated in Poetry magazine. 2 years later, his book Chicago Poems was published, and Sandburg found himself in a career that would make him famous. One of his most famous poems, Chicago, is a great example of using imagery. The imagery in the poem helped define the way people saw the city of Chicago then and now. Chicago. Hog butcher for the world, tool maker, stacker of wheat, player with railroads, and the nation's great handler. Stormy, husky, brawling, city of the big shoulders. They tell me you are wicked, and I believe them. For I have seen your painted women under the gas lamps luring the farm boys. And they tell me you are crooked, and I answer, yes, it is true. I have seen the gunmen kill and go free to kill again. And they tell me you are brutal, and my reply is, on the faces of women and children, I have seen the marks of wanton hunger. And having answered so, I turn once more to those who sneer at this, my city, and I give them back the sneer and say to them, come and show me another city with lifted head singing, so proud to be alive and coarse and strong and cunning, flinging magnetic curses amid the toil of piling job on job. Here is a tall, bold slugger set vivid against the little soft cities. Fierce as a dog with tongue lapping for action, cunning as a savage pitted against the wilderness. Bareheaded, shoveling, wrecking, planning, building, breaking, rebuilding. Under the smoke, dust all over his mouth, laughing with white teeth. Under the terrible burden of destiny, laughing as a young man laughs. Laughing even as an ignorant fighter laughs who has never lost a battle. Bragging and laughing that under his wrist is the pulse, and under his ribs the heart of the people. Laughing, laughing the stormy, husky, brawling laughter of youth, half naked, sweating, proud to be a hog, butcher, toolmaker, stacker of wheat, player with railroads, and freight handler to the nation.
Chicago, Chicago, a toddling town. Chicago, Chicago, what I got, a whale? Gets you around.